refresh my chat, I'm just gonna lose all the chats. No, just like I click on it and it does nothing. Right click, left click. I don't get an error message, it's just I click and nothing opens. No error message, nothing. I can just copy paste it, it's fine, but not super practical. Oh, it's a combo deck? I don't know, if anyone wins a match with this deck, let me know and maybe I'll try it. Until then, I'll pass. My Twitch. I mean, it's on OBS. I have like the like I have OBS open on my left screen, and there's the stream chat. So. All right, so they're playing thingy. But you're in my hand. I have to discard 2 hand size, but maybe it's not that big of a deal. Could just run the knight out there too. That's pretty bad with Extinction Event. What a weird game. The goose is loose. That's a good one. Might be setting up Corvold, I guess. I could just baffling in the goose, I don't hate it. But I do have Extinction Event, and they're probably going to play Corvold next turn, so probably not that great. I'm just going to draw now in case I draw Shock Land. I could have drawn Thoughtseize too, I guess. Four new Bo3 cards were spoiled. Let's see. Let's see if Design is the usual like negative Nelly, or if these cards are actually unplayable. All these commons, right? And everyone, okay, sure. Common. The card's kind of cool. Limited, 6 mana though. Rare. 2/4 Dwarf Cleric. Instant and sorcery spells you control have lifelink. At the beginning of your upkeep, exile an instant or sorcery card at random from your graveyard. You may cast it this turn if spelled. I mean, it's kind of cool. What did he do? Binding? Rude. Why you gotta be so rude? Discard ultimatums. Oh wow, yeah. Oh no, you may cast them this turn. You have to pay the mana. It doesn't say cast them without paying the mana cost. Alright, I guess I'd rather baffling in a goose than discard 2 hand size. Even though my lands are not super useful. What about the last one? Right in 1, lower hold, excavation, enchantment, and beginning of your end step, mill a card. If a land was milled this way, you gain 1 life, otherwise, deals 1 damage to your opponent. 5, yeah, alright. I mean, it's a bunch of commons on commons, and yeah. Not great, agreed. Alright. Interesting spot. You don't really want to use Extinction Event. Basically, Corvold is like how things can get out of hand. So if you don't have a second answer to Corvold, I don't really want to use my Extinction Event, even if it's kind of nice here. I don't really want to play Kayak because then they can just stack it with Giganta Eater. I guess I'll just baffle the goose again. Same deal, like if they do draw Corvold or have Corvold, at least they don't go too nuts. What genius brewed up this Bezek in his strike? I don't know. Who could it be? It's kind of cool because like my first version was like, it was almost exactly like the deck barely changed. I don't remember. I think the baffling ends were in the sideboard. And what were the other differences? I forget. I guess having a Shrine in place, so Corvold, they can only like get the one sack. I think the baffling end started in the sideboard. And what did we have in the main? Trying to remember. No Search for Greatness. Search for Greatness is not as good when you're not drawing cards and stuff, but maybe I never tried it in this specific version. I assume it wouldn't be super good. Could be wrong. You're kind of desperate for good 2-drops. But it's not like the kind of deck where you dump your hand every turn. You know, it's not like the Incarnation deck where you're kind of incentivized to just like play your cards out as fast as possible. Like if like a card like Extinction Events, like Awkward was Search and whatnot, but opponent, what she got? As advertised, the matchup's pretty good. They didn't do much, but we kind of had everything the whole time. Didn't really have a window to do much. Do we sideboard in this matchup? I don't think so. Maybe Necromantia? Necromantia was kind of impressive. Ugin, you don't really need it. You want to die with 8 mana cards in hand. I think when in the tournament my teammates were bringing in 1 Ugin because we didn't have it main, they were bringing in 1 in this matchup, but who won yesterday? Arne Huschenbesch. German player. Germans done pretty good this season. The Germans. Christoph Prince won a big tournament. Arne won a big tournament. You want more white in this deck, so play that green-black as black, and then I'll have green when I need it with Triumph. Triple Trail and the Cat and a Corvold. Such an awkward hand. I have an answer for Corvold. Why is he not taking the Cat? The trail, I think I just have to take a trail and start like chewing through the trails basically and hope I draw some knights and stuff. I think that's how they win. Yeah, Germany has always had a good Magic scene. I mean, some up and down, some up and downs, I guess, but hey, Brandon, you end up not making day 2, right? Brandon beat me in the championship. I was against Brandon that I like messed up game 2. Like I had the game pretty much won, and I blew it. I mean, I need the scries. I need to make up for my my mulligan. I mean, I need a card draw is what I meant, obviously. That was your only win. Sorry, rough. Played well against me, I thought, for the most part, and I think mono red was a good deck choice. Yeah, why not? Use my cards before you draw an oven. Seems good. Best minor of ever? Well, don't tease me. Target player discards 2 cards, then exile all cards from that player's graveyard? I mean, it could be a main deck card in specific meta, I guess. So ECD doesn't do anything for me. I don't really want to. I mean, I want to reset my tome, right? What do you think about Faithless Looting and Mind's Desire and Historic? I'm guessing Looting is going to be really good in some decks, and Mind's Desire is going to be unplayable. But I'm usually like conservative in my estimates, so maybe Mind's Desire can be good. Inscription of Runes. Inscription of Runes like so mopey. Is it target player or that player's? Then exile from that player's graveyard. You can target yourself and exile your graveyard against rogues. Seems good. Playing some of the cool new successful decks. What's wrong? Isn't Abzan exactly like fits the definition, Tristan? You just bitter because we outperformed shitty white-black auras? You thought you broke it when we actually broke it? It's okay. You won the tournament. Oh, hello. You are so beautiful to me. When Kai is good in this format, it's so good. What do I think about Abundant Harvest? The 1 green mana card? I think it can be good if you have the kind of curve where you can afford to like spend the 1 green mana and make up for it some ways, you know, by maybe generating a bunch of mana later in the game, or you know, like I don't think it's very good in aggressive deck, but maybe if every other card in your deck's really cheap, you can make up for it. Alright, Binding, giving them a land. We probably don't want that, right? I can draw first, have 7 mana. Mine Rattle's Lava Spike? You mean Blightning? They should reprint Blightning. Yeah, Blightning was a pretty good card. Confirmed. Is Blightning legal in Modern? It is, right? Lightning sees no play in Modern.
Since Shah made top 8 with Gabzan, I guess he'll sub again, Pepega.
And I need to perform every week in some ways or shape or form to keep the jammer not hooked. Thanks for the resub. K-Command better than Lightning? Yeah, I guess K-Command is... in a pure burn deck, Lightning might be better. I'm gonna call this one in the bag. The new Elder Dragon, oh yeah. Is it better than the white-black one? The white-black one didn't look that great. Double oink for 2 lands, single oink for 1 land, no oinks for 0 lands. What's the score so far? Well, my team crushed it in the tournament. We had like 64% win rate. And I just played my first match and I got my best matchup, or one of my best matchups, so won it today. Played a little grilled food in standard, the list that made top 8, won 1-2. Seemed like a fine deck, but nothing special. Girl's full deck just as bad against his Salt as you expect. Yeah, I mean, he managed to beat Shoda when Shoda stumbled a bit. The one game Shoda didn't really stumble. He just had like a mediocre draw, and Mori was able to win was Clothis and Rolling Vortex and stuff. Blue-white control. Interesting. Can you add Niv Mizzet Reborn to this deck? I mean, you can just build a Niv deck instead. You'll be less consistent. Did we know that Teamer had no bad matchup when we registered it? Well, you think people who registered mono white knew they had no good matchups? Sorry, Siggy. Too soon. At least you know you were playing a bad deck. You just thought every other deck was even worse. You went 5-2. These. So you're just saying you're extremely lucky, or are you calling all the other white players bad? Which one is it? It's hard to play, yeah. That's fair. Every deck's hard to play in standard, I think. Seems like a pretty good spot to get a hard counter out of their hands. Search flips. It's pretty much over. Sucks a bit to have to play that card, but I think this is better. So not ideal to not use my tome. I think this is fine though. You can lose game one. You can lose the game on turn one if you play the wrong one drop. Yeah. After seeing your team result with the Abzan deck, you feel it was less of a mistake in hindsight? Yeah, I guess so. Obviously, it was. I was. You know, I mean, I was out really fast, and basically every round of historic, every time one of them reported they had won a match, it made me so happy because it meant we were like one match closer to having a decent record. I mean, they all chose to play the deck. I didn't force them or anything. I wasn't even like, oh, the deck's insane. I mean, we knew it was going to be really good against John, but it seems like such a bad play against my deck. I feel like that's how you can actually lose this matchup, by making these kind of plays, but thank God there's some justice. I want to win this game. Maybe he'll play another shark next turn. That'd be nice. Are you entertained, chat? None of your teammates who played rogues got paired against mono red a single time. Oh yeah, I mean, it's not like Arna broke it with rogues because he won the tournament. Obviously, like, he had a bunch of good matchups and things broke out his way and he played well and stuff, but I mean, pairings is a pretty big deal. Oh. What a Munson. Oh well. Rip. They probably have a hard counter. Wow, that was so game losing. It would have been perfect to just. All right. Kind of a questionable play. I could play wall first. I mean, I guess Kai's probably getting countered regardless. Javier had the best standard deck. I doubt it. I doubt Jesper Sentinel was a good card to play. As the rest of his list was pretty good. I was excited about the Sentinel, but it looked pretty bad all the time. Man, I thought I was going to win this game. Might be in a better spot. Ooh, okay. So you're saying tengo una. How do you say there's a chance in Spanish? Yeah, I mean, not playing Epiphany was maybe smart. I think it's a good main deck card, even though I don't love the cards. Alright. Do I want to put Huron in my hand, even though they have commit or memory? No. I'll just go. You know what I did wrong this game? I exiled some lands instead of exiling spells. I think I was not thinking of memory. So now if they ever cast memory, they'll have more action in their deck. Dude, they're really just trying to throw again. Okay. I mean, I literally have Yorion in exile and the Knight of Autumn in play. Alright, greedy attack. What did they have seal away? Oh, they have a foretell counterspell. Oh well. Maybe it's just behold. Probably not though. And at least this time it's kind of reasonable. Alright, it's pretty ugly. Char brought in authority against Cuneo, and I was like, why would he do that? And I was like, oh, you know, at least he can attack into Shark Typhoon mana and Gearhulk mana without risking losing his creatures. But Blue-White doesn't have Gearhulk. So I don't know if authority is better than like some of the other stuff. Also a lot of distortion in the board, yeah. We decided Ceratops was better against Blue-White. But obviously thought distortion is reasonable. What is Necromancer name? Probably Teferi. I might have Wrath of God. It's not a bad card against the deck. It's not bad to keep a few in. But I guess I just have to go for it anyways. Alright, we got a hard counter for a knight. Could work out for me if I start drawing lands. Would you play Sea Rhino in this deck if it was historic legal? Probably, yeah. New card. Oh, that's the dragon. Oh, 7 mana. Flying Visions, haste. I mean, I don't know who wants a 7 mana dragon, but seems pretty good. Good was Luca. Well, if you're a Luca deck, you're going to have a lot of weird instants and sorcerers in your deck. Might not work out for you. It's a good use of the untrained command. Oh, that's right. When is my day for previews? April 2nd. Return up to 1 target artifact card, enchantment, instant, sorcery, and planeswalker? It's a crazy build around card, but not lands. Could be good in maybe Modern or Pioneer. I'm guessing in a format like Standard, it might be hard to have like enough cards for it to be good, but I think it's kind of clunky. Yeah, Season's Fast was a day. Was a deck. Gets a +1/+1 counter. Have a second Yorion, they're at 8. So let's see, what if they Shark Typhoon for 5? Shocker, I chose to draw the card. Not a bad draw if they actually have another Shark Typhoon. I wonder if I'll Legion then the Shark right away or not. Oh, this is resolving? Didn't expect that to resolve.
You can teach an old Bob new tricks. The dog.
Hey Damon, thanks for the 37 months. Alright. Pretty good draw. Oh, I tapped all my green mana? Oh no, I only have 2 green. I need to be careful. Oh, I can't give it... Maybe that should be good enough. Haste. Should I kill Teferi? It's probably kind of close. Probably not absurd to attack them. I guess if they have sweepers in the deck, it's way too bad. That might be that's probably a Doom Scar, right? Hello? Doom Scar? There's been another murder. Should I get another green mana maybe? Even if it makes my pig worse? Probably. And this is a counter. I guess that could be Doomscar. F Castle now. Should use that now. If they draw a shark, I'm dead anyways. Mr. Fluff and Stuff. Happy anniversary to us. Thanks for the 12 months. That's probably game. It's also probably better against goblins in a lot of spots, being able to kill Krenko and Muxus. Not a Yuri on deck. Oh, that's Saltai? Hey GP Jedi, how do you do in the tournament? Yeah, we saw that card. Seems kind of bad. I was thinking maybe in a format like Modern, you have enough tools to not have to play terrible cards to make it work. But it seems like a really weird build around. New Boros Reckoner. Attacking creatures you control have double strike. Wow. Seems strong. Yorion in your hand. It's kind of my best card. I could have kept it and then scryed twice to get a force land to cast your Shard and stuff. I don't know.
I heard you had some cooking. That's what I do.
Unclear if this is better than just drawing a card or putting Yorion in my hand. Should have scryed too much versus blue-white. I don't know, the matchups are kind of fast tempo, honestly. I see what you're saying, but it's not like 90-99 anymore, you know? Do you try 5-mana Kai in this deck at all? I think we actually did. I think we did for a few games. I think Sperling was hoping it would be good. It was alright. I mean, it's Kaya. It's never terrible, right? It's a fine magic card. I forgot to oink the first time. It's because I knew I was gonna die. Poor pig. My first pig died so that future pigs could have a better future, better life. Am I ever gonna need triple back? Maybe. I do have Castle Locked in my deck. You're getting technical. People in chat trying to get technical on me. Since it's legendary, isn't it always the same pig? I've actually never thought about that. Is it? Is that how magic works? think I'm okay just casting a Yorion here. Seems good. Can't believe Wool of Omens is not in Mystical Archive. Cowards. Alright, I'm not gonna be too greedy. I guess I'll lose it all anyways. Whatever. These are not drawing cards. I guess it kind of makes sense that our matchup wouldn't be terrible against them because they have to be like, you have to be pretty anti-creature oriented in this format. You're building a deck like that, or else you just get rolled by the creature decks, aura and whatnot. I mean, that deck probably gets rolled by auras anyways. Kind of the same way my deck's not very good against auras, even though it's like all removal spell. Oh, that's what the deck had. The original list had 4 Trial of Ambition. That card's awful. It's not even good. It's not that great against auras. Not great against anyone. It's awful against John Sack. Like Baffling End's 1,000 times better. Villomachus Lorehold. It's Boros Day today. Oh, that's a rare we didn't see. Oh, that's cool. There's new enhanced Gale Gates. Like Gale Gates was a really marginal ability. That's a cool concept. I like it. What do you think, chat? Smart. By the way, chat, we played a 1 card difference. Me and Reed played a 1 Fabled Passage over Temple Garden number 4. And the rest of my teammate didn't trust my deck building abilities. And I told them, guys, I think we should have 1 Fabled Passage over the Forced Temple Garden. They didn't trust me. Kind of hurt my feelings. Reed trusted me. He probably did the worst with the deck, actually. Probably that Fabled Passage lost him every game. I even had good arguments. I mean, I explained why it wasn't just like random or anything, but not good enough, I guess. It's not just Thoughtseize right away in case they have like Treacherous Blessing or... Oh, their hand's just garbage. Is Doom Foretold scary? So we can go Trial into Doom Foretold. I can go Oath of Gaia next turn. If they play their Trial, I can match it with an Oath. I might want to play Oath over Tome anyways. Just hit land drops. What does a single Fabled Passage add to the deck? I just thought it was a better mana base to have a land that gives you access to 3 colors instead of a land that gives you access to 2 colors. And I thought the pathways were better in this deck because all your cards are single colored mana, or almost all of them, unless except for the very expensive one. And we actually have Yahini's Expertise in our sideboard too, which is kind of early double black, so I kind of wanted an extra sources of black for that. So That's why. I mean, it's like obviously like super marginal, but still think it was smart. Le jeu cycling a peu de chances de changer en standard ou en historique? Alright, they got me. A bit unlucky. Probably a really good spot to try draw my fourth land. Standard? I don't know, Chad. Is cycling standard deck gonna change with Strixhaven? Or is it gonna be still okay and the same? Someone's asking. They were wondering if they need to crab their cards or not. Oh, they have that stuff in their deck? What is that? Probably does Doomscar? Too early to know. Oh. Pas évident de savoir ce qui se passe avec les nouvelles extensions. Oh, they're already down to 6? Why did I deal damage to them with Oath and just their own Thoughtseize and Shocklands? Yikes. Alright. Comrade, Air Elemental. Why is it starting to with Boros and all of them together? I don't know. I think it makes sense actually to have all of one color because you get to like focus more and get a better picture rather than it's like clearer. I like it, I think. I think it's smart to do rather than skip around and it's kind of less schizophrenic. Oh, there was no reason to wait to draw. That was a mistake. The Tome Castle Nando, but can't really complain. They're baiting me. I'm gonna kill myself with Castle. Did I try Charming Prince with Yorion? I don't remember. I think maybe the first place had like I tried 1 or 2 Charming Prince at some point, but my teammates hated it and I wasn't super attached to it. You could play like 1 Charming Prince in this deck, but I don't think it's great. Any creatures? Mod check? Nope. Could exile some of my creatures actually. Should I have ECD Dios? Yeah, maybe I should have ECD Dios. I felt like I could just be a bit conservative. ECDing Dios was loose. But I guess I do have Castle. Yeah, you're right. I was like not super paying attention. Maybe. Just gain some life. Take out enchantment in case of dance. Oh, yeah, that's a good point.